Hello and welcome. I am Saber1. This is Vintage Story. It's a kind of a medieval, you live in the 1360s, and it's very Minecraft style, but it has a lot more realistic values to it. So we are going to jump into a new world. This is going to be version 1.16, I believe, that just released the other day. Oops. Saber One's Fantasy is what it's going to be called. We're going to do a custom world. There's going to be a couple things changed. So this Pro Pick node search, we wanted that at 4 blocks. 8 is a little extreme, so we're going to just do 4. And I'll explain that one day when we get into it, of what that is. World map, coordinate overlays, fine. Temporal storms, 10 to 20 days, that's okay. The 1 million blocks, it's usually a little bit excessive, but that's fine. We're gonna have it 50k for the polar equator. And then what else? We're gonna turn these off because we are not on multiplayer. Everything else we're gonna leave the way it is. Alright, create a world. So the beginning of this is very, what would you say, Stone Age, I guess. So we need to find sticks and some flint to get started, and then we need some Cooper's reeds so we can make a inventory space, and then probably look for some food, and then whatever else after that is part of the game. So we are going to get started with those. Alright, what's up, my friend? Alright, I'm gonna go to my normal serious mustache. We're gonna do the fat walrus and shaggy full because we are nomadic. Gonna be in our breeches, tuba, medium. That is my favorite and my go-to. I like the blue skin, just blue's my favorite color. And we're just gonna stay the commoner, but you can choose other guys that give you different bonuses, or I guess pros and cons to each person, but we're just going to take the commoner. Looks like we're stuck in the middle of the world here. Alright. So we are deep in the forest right now. Click M and we can open our map. So there's a lot of like detail in this map. You can kind of see some like outlines of the grass, and you can tell how mountainous an area is by like the way it's structured. So we want to avoid those areas. We want to find nice flat territory, and all these areas have different type of stone. So right now we're in like a claystone biome, but we're gonna start looking for some sticks. They're either on the floor, or this here is a piece of shale, but it does look like, there we go, here's some sticks that we can pick up, and some flint, and that is a dog that would probably chew our face off if we are close enough to it. And I am actually really surprised it didn't care that I was right in its face. Must be something wrong with him, or he's just not hungry. Oh, there's some loose flint. We need some of that. Hello, Mr. Bunny. Oh, and there's a puppy. A young dog. Usually there's a mother nearby, so we have to be careful there. If we hear growling, just run. And a few more sticks. Some more flint. So if you have a stick in your hand, or if you have a bare hand, you can just right click and pick up stones and sticks and all sorts of stuff that's on the ground. Other things you need to punch or use a tool to gather, like these mushrooms, which is actually a good idea. So to start, we are going to shift and right click, get ourselves a couple tools. So now we have to nap this flint and break apart the pieces here. Usually I like to go up and down, it's a little easier than side to side. And there we go. Get ourselves some sticks, or some knives. So now we can cut whatever mushrooms we find in the world. Always check before you eat them, because some of them take health away, some of them give you poison. They're not all that great, but there is very, very many of them. All good snacks. Ooh, and just like that, we found some copper. Let's pick that bad boy up. Let's break some of these tree branches here. That is definitely not flint. We got some more copper over here. Pick those up off the ground. We're actually going to mark this as our first copper. So this is all I do for copper. Just put a C there and save that. There's some lead under us here too. That's pretty cool. So what that little stone piece indicates is that there's minerals right below the surface. So if you pick up all the surface materials and get enough to make a pickaxe, then you can dig down and get the rest of the ores. But we need 40 of these, so 20 would make 100, and 100 makes one axe head or whatever you're trying to craft. Oh, and here's a trader. Pretty cool. He's tucked away in the trees. So he is an artisan, and he will give you any of these items, which are pretty cool. There's a lot of furniture items and stuff you can find. There's a bunch of ruins and whatnot. And I do hear some bees. Definitely above me. Can usually see them flying around if they're close. Oh, there they are. They're up here. I can just barely make them out. So we're just going to mark this. We're going to call that B. And change the marker there. Now we know that there's some bees nearby. Alright, I need some reeds and some food, so we're going to take this food off the berry bushes here. Always food is first, especially in a survival game like this. So the bar to our right, at the bottom of the toolbar there, is our hunger. And the more stuff you eat, or I guess the better stuff that you eat, so you can cook meals and all sorts of stuff after we pick up clay, which is what we need as well, but we need the Cooper's reeds first. So let's find some water. There's some borax here as well. That's really good. Borax is used for a few recipes. So I want to mark that. This is actually a really good spot for starters. So I'm just going to call that borax. We're going to save that there. Ooh, and there's copper here. That's perfect. So we're going to change that. Or actually, no, let's make it Another spot here, just so we know. So here I'll just prove my point, as long as I can get to it from here, but right there. There's always ore right underneath the stone bits that you just seen me pick up. Ooh, there's lots of borax, that's really good. So we're just going to pick this up and explain to you. So this turns into powdered borax, which you need for coffin lids and a few other things. This is the only way to make steel. And cementation furnace. And then you use it for another recipe as well as dyeing your clothes white. Let's see here. What is it called? The anvil. So this iron anvil will require some borax in the middle. But that is for another day. That is dang sure. And far enough away from me right now that not worth explaining. Alright, well these are the reeds that we need, so we are going to need 40 of them. And of course I can't pick them up because I do not have any inventory space. Ooh, and just like that, just about killed myself because I didn't check the mushrooms. So these ones are no good. Dang, that really sucks. But it's not hard to get your health back, we just have to get the right stuff. Alright, so let's start chopping away. Alright, there's none over there. We got a couple over here. I'd like to find just a field of them so I don't have to keep moving around, but there's not too many big piles of this stuff nearby. So I think this episode I'm just going to get my basic stuff set up, and then I am going to get a few things set up and try and find a place to live. But I'll do that when I'm not recording, that way it's not boring to watch me run around, because there's usually places that I'd rather build in than just anywhere. But there is some good resources here already, so I might just stick around for the time being before we go anywhere. Make our basic things out of clay, and then you usually have to wait, I think, 18 to 20 hours for them to create pottery and stuff that you need. Take these out. A little baby rabbit. Alright, well there's some clay here. I only did get 33 of these, which is dumb, but we're going to create some inventory space now, and so we're going to need a shovel and an axe. We'll be good on the rest for now. Come on, there we go. 1, 2, and then we'll do an axe and a shovel. And this is the stuff we need. Try and get a couple of stacks of these. Swap those so I can see how much I got. And then after this, I'm gonna cut down a tree so we have some logs so we can make a fire. Let's throw all of these up there. So we don't need borax right now, so that's gonna stay down there for a minute. And we're gonna work on some food after this as well. Let's see if we can find a tree that's got a decent amount of logs without being touching another one. This one's actually nice and decent, so let's cut down this birch. I usually do not use birch for any building, but I do like the rough hewn fence because it's nice and white compared to all these other trees that have the same similar color as the trunk here, and I don't really like the off bluish purple, whatever color you want to call that. Oh yeah, this is what will heal us if we get a few of these. These are called horsetails. And these with this make some healing patches, which will definitely come in handy. Alright, so we got some wood. Now we need to work on, so these here, these ones are no good for you to eat, so do never eat those ones. I'll show you exactly why. Minus 6.5. No thank you. Don't even know what that would be good for. These we can make rope out of and make some a ladder way if we need to. Alright, I think we got enough of those. This is that same trader. He was artisan, so I'm gonna mark him as artisan. And we're gonna change that to this. There we go. Yes, yes, I know. So much stuff happening for you. Alright, let's go over here and grab some more reeds. Let's swap these out so we know how much I have. Alright, what are we at for time? 4 o'clock. Ooh, look at this. Got some limestone. That's perfect. I love limestone. We need that stuff to make leather and suches, so this is actually turning out to be a pretty wicked starting spot. Got limestone and all sorts of ores. All these would make lime as well if you crush those up. But right now I should be thinking about food. And then get ourselves set up somewhere. Let's see here. So we got limestone right here. We got a trader nearby. We've got borax and a bunch of copper. So I mean, this wouldn't be a bad spot. Plus we have our beehive. I usually don't like being in forests though, because it spawns wolves. And wolves come out of freaking nowhere. And they are never friendly. Other than that one I ran into and didn't do a single thing. Didn't growl at me or nothing. So we want... Definitely do not need this seed. This can just be planted. Put that over there. We'll get rid of that. And we'll start cutting up a few more of these. I think I need 24 for a single storage crate. Ooh, what are these? Dryad sand. Cool. Lots of them, so I might as well take them. There's another set of bees over here as well. Holy crap. Where are we? Down here? Bee. Yeah, this is turning out to be a nice little starter island. So let's go find ourselves a nice little spot. Tons of mushrooms in here as well, which is really cool. Oh, there's another wolf. He didn't see us or smell us, so we're gonna head over this way. Pick those up. Sounds like there might be a whole whack of them. Super loud right now. Alright, the quest for food. Grab some of these berries while we can see. Hopefully we can get some more seeds as well. What's the temperature here? 14? That's not bad. If I can find a bunch of flax, that'd be awesome, and there's some right here. Take all the seeds we can get. Oh, there's one more. Alright, I think I'm going to go to the other side of this island, somewhere where we started. You can use the trader. Some of them have some storage that you can use. Yeah, he doesn't have a crate you can open, but some of them do. It is very handy in the beginning if you don't have a nice spot to lay low. There's even clay here. Don't know if there's... It's pretty hard to tell, so I'm going to mark this as clay, and we're going to make it one of these. Just in case we can't find any more. This is that borax. Yeah, let's make our way over here again. actually going to make a little spot on this island here. I think that'll look pretty cool. Nice little spot right here. A few more of those. Now we've got enough for storage. Let's cut up a bunch of this grass. We need quite a few, so I'm going to cut them all out. Alrighty, now we need, let's go like this. So we have one little storage container here. This can just house all of our non-essential stuff. Need that, we need one of those. Got some more food here. We're not going to plant anything right away. It's just going to be our temporary little spot here. Alright, so I want to make one of these, and then we want to make one of those. Actually, we'll make two of those, and then another bowl. Oops. That one's nice and easy. We do the copy tool, so it just copies what we last did. Fill the rest in. That one's done. Do the exact same thing over here. Do a copy, 3 layers, and then it goes to a top ring. And then this is the crucible, which we need to make our copper ingots and stuff out of. There we go, we got ourselves a few items here. And we can place them all. Actually, I'm going to make it just over here a little bit. So we're going to do 4 of these in the one hole. We'll grab our sticks. Fill that in. And I need a bunch of wood. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we can craft our fireplace. Fortunately, this is going backwards, which is our sanity meter. So this is definitely not an ideal place to live. Actually, I need to make a couple of torches here. Make 4 of them. Toss those in there, and then we'll quick light this. Come on, baby. There we go. And then our first stick will be burned off at 300, and we will get ourselves a torch. And then we can light this pit kiln, and by tomorrow it will be ready to rock. Now the reason I kind of chose this is because drifters are the mobs, or the creatures that will attack you at any given moment. So it's nice to be surrounded by water so they can't just appear out of nowhere and run at you 100 mile an hour. Alright, well we got a couple more here, and then I don't have any meat. So we won't be able to really utilize this fire. Let it kind of burn out on its own. I'm gonna eat those. The rest of this can stay. This is tasty as well. These I am going to... these can just stay here for now. That can stay there. Actually, I could make... what should we make here? Definitely gonna need pickaxe mold. There's one, and hammer mold. So once we get our first little bits of iron or copper, be able to smelt them down, and then we'll fill these molds, and then we will have tools. Damn it, I'm not so good with the mouse right now. I don't know why. My hands are a little tiny bit cold. Might be the reason. Alright, well now we can make a couple more pit kilns here. I'll just do it right here. Throw that down. This one here. It's gonna make dealing with that fire a little bit annoying, but I need just a bit more grass. And I need some more food. So I think I might do that while we wait here for the next episode, I guess. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little start out here. I'll definitely keep rocking these episodes and see if we get some more subscribers, and hopefully you guys enjoyed your stay. I will talk to you in the next episode. Bye for now.